Data breaches can be high-tech affairs involving sophisticated errors and criminal conspiracies. Harry Rose, 2 weeks Tuesday, November 14, 2017. My husband received a letter yesterday from a company called Equifax. It said that due to a cyber attack in the US in May 2017, his details had been compromised. We have not noticed anything unusual in our bank account or savings, but we are not sure if we should be worried about this. We do not recognize this company, so we are not sure if it is genuine or not. Could you please advise us? Name supplied. Harry says. Equifax is a credit reference agency, which means that it holds information about you that helps prospective lenders confirm your identity or decide whether you're a reliable borrower. It holds information on millions of people in the UK, not just those who have used its services. In September, the US parent company of Equifax in the UK announced that it had been the victim of a criminal cyber attack back in May. Although the UK business was not breached directly, the company said that 15.2 million UK consumer records were compromised. The company has since revealed that more than 690,000 UK consumers are likely to have had sensitive details stolen. These include email addresses, passwords, driving license numbers, phone numbers, and partial credit card details. A further 14.5 million of the potentially compromised records may contain the name and date of birth of certain UK consumers. Following, the company said it would write to each of the 693,665 consumers who are most at risk of cyber fraud, so it's likely that you have received a version of this letter, although if you are concerned that it might not be genuine, you should contact Equifax on 0845 603 6772 to check. What will you get? Equifax has said that individuals will get slightly different letters depending on what information about them has been compromised. It is offering a free Equifax credit report if you want to check that the company has the correct contact information for you. It is also offering free access to its identity protection service, Equifax Protect, to those who had their email addresses, driving license number or membership details compromised. Products and services from third-party organizations are also being offered at no cost. For example, consumers who have had a phone number accessed will be offered a free identity monitoring service. Understanding data breaches. Data breaches have become more common as our financial and shopping habits have moved, so here is some general advice to help you understand the risks and better protect yourself. A data breach occurs when your personal data is accidentally or unlawfully accessed, lost, altered, destroyed or disclosed. Data breaches can be high-tech affairs involving sophisticated errors and criminal conspiracies. How does it happen? Most breaches in cyberspace fall into one of just a few categories. Weak and stolen passwords are a boon to errors, who can use them to access user accounts, and view personal and financial information. However, passwords aren't necessary if errors find a security weakness in a company's software or network, as appears to have been the case with Equifax, although details are still sketchy. Hackers can also use malicious software, known as malware, to devastating effect. Clicking on a dodgy link, for example, could see your computer or smartphone infiltrated. What should I do if I'm affected? Not all breaches involve stolen passwords. But if a company you use suffers a data breach, it's still good practice to change yours, especially if you've reused it across multiple sites. Sadly, there's no quick fix when it comes to compromised personal data. After all, you can't change your date of birth or mother's maiden name. Your main weapon is vigilance. Keep a very close eye on activity in your accounts and monitor your credit report for anything you don't recognize. What are my rights if my data is breached? If it causes you financial damage and/or distress, you may be able to claim compensation. Your first port of call ought to be the company itself. Outline the harm it's caused and what redress you expect. You can also report data breaches to the regulator, the Information Commissioner's Office. Although it can't order the firm to give you redress, its opinion can be influential in disputes. If you're not satisfied with what the company offers, your only other option is to take it to a small claims court. Currently, there's no easy way for groups of consumers to seek collective redress for a data breach, and we think that's wrong. Which is calling on the government to allow groups acting in the public interest to be able to bring cases on behalf of all consumers. Harry Rose is the editor of Which? Money magazine. To ask him any question about money and personal finance, email protected and use http://sinews.co.uk.